The Book of Blackness. Let's be real here. The Book of Blackness. If you hear the word and talking about the Book of Blackness, and you as a person are offended because I say to you the Book of Blackness, know this much that you are truly indoctrinated by the duality mindset. And as you know that you are indoctrinated with that duality mindset, you need to stop and take stock of what you were truly indoctrinated with. Because that indoctrination have made you turn away from that which is real. What is real? That you are truly walking in the book of blackness. You may not want to accept truth, but truth cannot be denied. Truth that is manifested in every way cannot be denied. You know, it would be a sad thing for you to see something, hear it for yourself, and still walk away as it is truly imprinted within your mind and still deny that it exists. Wow. The book of blackness is like that. It's not an easy thing to see it and hear it and then walk away and decide that you will not accept it as true. You see this life, when it comes to the book of blackness, when it comes to the book of blackness, you are walking in it. You are a part of it. Okay? When you truly sit down and pay attention that you are in this book. The book of blackness is not something about race. It's not about color to say as the duality mindset. It's not about a person or a people or a tribe. It's not about that. The book of blackness, it's about eternity itself. It's about this which is the day that you are in. You know, many speak about the day, but the day itself is because we are in the book of blackness, and this book of blackness is truly eternity. We as a people are the ones that write that which express within the book of blackness, with the life we live within this space. We are in the book of blackness. You cannot escape it. You must comprehend that. Don't be discouraged or be offended because someone say the book of blackness. If you are offended, it is because you as an individual are indoctrinated by the duality mindset. Brethren, and this is what I am saying to you. If you are offended, it is because you are truly indoctrinated. So it's not about what are said about the Book of Blackness, but know that you are in it. You cannot escape the Book of Blackness. And this is what I am saying to you. You cannot escape it. This is life itself. You know, you are in it. If you speak about the Book of Whiteness, that's on you. It's been spoken for how long now? The Book of Whiteness. It's been spoken of for how long? How long the Book of Whiteness have been spoken and promoted? How long it been promoted? Eh? But that don't make it truth. But you are in the Book of Blackness. I am not in the Book of Whiteness. And I could never be in the Book of Whiteness because the Book of Whiteness, it take the cover, okay? For you to be in the Book of Whiteness, it have to be the cover, okay? It have to be the cover of the book. Whiteness is not the cover of the book. Whiteness is not the highest of the book. You see, when you're talking about a book, the book in its entirety, everything dwells within it. It is the cover, okay? When you look at the cover of the book, it is blackness, okay? It is not blackness and whiteness, okay? Whiteness is not the only thing inside of blackness, okay? There are many vast colors in blackness, but blackness is that book. Do we comprehend what I am saying to you? Blackness is that which in that book. Okay? So, but when you say whiteness, you are talking specifically about skin color. When I say white, the book of blackness, I am speaking about wholeness, oneness. I'm talking about unity. I'm talking about the power of the all. That's what I'm speaking of. But when you speak about whiteness, you speak about division. Specifically, you speak about division. I does not speak about skin color when I speak blackness. Because blackness truly lies within every man that dwells upon this earth. But if you speak about the whiteness, you speak specifically on the outside appearance of something else. So, for me, it is clear. Blackness is truly unity, and every man cannot escape the book of blackness. And this is what I am saying to you. You cannot escape it. You cannot run from it. You are in the book of blackness. The book of blackness is existent itself. And everything exists within it. Without the book of blackness, you would not have life today. The book of blackness, you must comprehend. If you are offended, check yourself. It is not because what I speak about the book of blackness. It is because what you were indoctrinated with. Okay? So what you need to do, you need to stop and look within you and examine you and know that you are indoctrinated with the things that cause division amongst all mankind. Okay? And that is the duality mindset. That is the patriarch system. I don't need to pray to no God. You need to pray to your God. Okay? You need to pray to your God. Um, Black man, please save. I think you might need to take one. You know. So this is what I am saying to you. Okay? This is what I'm saying to you. You as a person need to know this. That if you are offended, you're offended because it is in you. Okay? Because it is in you. Because it's truly in you. And this is what you need to realize. Okay? Okay. Uh-huh. But like I was saying, whenever you as a person know this, that when it comes to the book of blackness, when it comes to the book of blackness and walking in this book, you cannot escape it. This is something that you are in. This is something that you are them. You are that which write this book of blackness. You live it. You live within it every single day. Every single moment you live within it. You cannot escape it. You cannot escape this book of blackness. You are in it. And this is what I am saying to you as a people. You know, many talk about their gods and their God. Their gods and their things. But I said to you that, I said to you that, Zion, you're good, Victor. Yes, I am good. Feel, I feel good, yes, for sure. I did we do something wrong? No. Did something wrong where? Where you did something wrong? Who declared and said to you done something wrong? Big up to you. Big up to you too. Appreciate you. Um like I said to you, it's very clear that we are in that book. Yeah. But when I'm speaking about the book of blackness, I'm not speaking about the book as to say the book specifically as what is written. But when I speak about the book of blackness, I speak about the book of blackness as to say life itself. When you comprehend that everything starts from blackness, okay, and you are in it, it's not something that you are out of. You are in this book. So when we speaking and thinking that I'm speaking of a book to say what I wrote, I'm not even speaking about that. I'm speaking specifically about the book of life. You are in it. The book of life is the book of blackness. Okay? You are in the book of blackness. Okay? That's what you are in. Why I say that? I say that to you so you may comprehend. Guess what? When you comprehend that everything starts from blackness, everything dwells within blackness, then are you not in the book of blackness? If you are the one that writing and living that life in the book of blackness, are you not writing the words upon the pages of the book of blackness? Are you not? You are in the book of blackness. That's where you are. You are in the book of blackness. Okay? That's what you are. You are in that book, you know. And my thing is that any man, anyone that are offended because a man say the book of blackness or blackness and to take it as skin color, that man have been indoctrinated by the duality mindset. You know, you shouldn't be offended because somebody say blackness or blackness is everywhere at the same time, are offended because of that. If you are offended, you know that you are indoctrinated. And you need to check yourself. It's not the person that say what they said, but it's because of what you were indoctrinated with. Okay? And when you comprehend you were indoctrinated with a duality mindset, then you will comprehend that because you're walking the duality mindset, you're walking the mindset of a slave mentality. You know, a slave mentality, that's mean they have to have a master. You know, so don't be offended when somebody speaks of that. You know, You know what the duality mindset is? When you talk about, when you speak about that which is, it's like when they speak about love and hate, good and evil, God and devil, you could continue on and on and on and on and on. When they said male and female, these are just dualities, making you believe that it's a balance. Okay? That's what the duality mindset is about. Yin and yang. They're making you believe that this is what it is. It's a balance. But there is no balance in that. Okay? This is what they are saying and they're making you believe. So when you as a person accept that it is a balance, it have to be a balance. They have to be this, you're walking in this duality, then you as a person automatically accept unstableness as normal. Unstableness is not normal. Okay? Because you as a person was created and was created to be stable. You was created to be one. You see, you have one body, but many parts. Okay? And this body was created to be stable. Okay? It's just like the creator itself, which is the day. Okay? The day is only one day, and that day is literally eternity. Now, within that day, there are many things that going on in that day. Do it make that day divided? No. The day is still one. It is still eternity. It's not different. It is still eternity. And this is what we need to realize. Not because many things are going on in eternity that don't change, that is still one. It is eternity. Okay? It is eternity. So we as a people should know that guess what? You're still walking in the Book of Blackness. And this is something that you shouldn't be offended over because it is what it is. It is truth. You see, when I speak about black, I'm speaking about blackness from the perspective of oneness, wholeness. Skin color is not my issue. Let me tell you that. That's not my issue. So you say most people doesn't care if you are black anyway. I am black within. You look at my skin color on the outside is not about blackness. But if you're talking about most people doesn't care about blackness, maybe black person. No, that's not the issue. It's never been the issue about black. No, I'm saying simply, if you as a person are offended because you hear blackness is the image of the Creator, if you are offended, then know this much that you are indoctrinated. You're walking in the indoctrination of the duality mindset. And this is why it makes you offended. If you're not indoctrinated, you will accept it as what it is. Because I speak with the intent of wholeness. I speak with the intent of oneness. I speak with no division within my heart. My intent is not about skin color. So if you as a person hear me speak about blackness and about the book of blackness, then it's truly within you. It's not within me, it's within you. You know? So so this is what I am saying. Okay. You said here that that it have to it cannot be the book of blackness and the book of life. Let me share something with you. It cannot be you saying that it cannot be the book of blackness and the book of life. So which one is truth? Which one is truth? What create life? Where life come from? Eh? That's a question to you. Where life come from? You're saying to me that in your comment that the book of it cannot be the book of blackness and at the same time the book of life. I'm saying to you, where did life come from? Did life comes first or blackness? Which one comes first? Blackness or life? Blackness came first. Blackness exists, then it brought forth life. Okay? So it cannot be the book of life. Life is an expression of blackness. Okay? So you are right. It is only the book of blackness. Life expressed within the book of blackness. Okay? You comprehend? So you're right. It cannot be both. It can be one. And that one is the book of blackness. And that is the truth. We are in the book of blackness. No, that's not. The crickets, yeah, you're supposed to, the crickets are there. And the crickets are everywhere. Crickets are everywhere. That's nature. That's life. And that's what it is. Appreciate you, man. You said I'm fire, bless. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what it is. So when we are speaking about the book, know that we are speaking about oneness. We are speaking about wholeness. We are speaking specifically not skin color, but about that which exists, that we all dwell within. And that's what we as a people must truly recognize. Tell me how light create dark. What is light to you? That's my question. Because blackness is light. Okay? Okay? Blackness create. Okay? Create life. Let me explain something so you comprehend. Blackness, you said coal creates dark. And you said here crime create justice. Eh, crime create justice. And you said light create dark. Let me explain something to you. What is light to you? Because it seems like light to you is as the sun. Okay, that's what you think light is. You don't know what light is. If you think the light is the sun, you don't know what light is. You need to go and research about what light is. For sure, light is not the sun. And what brings forth life? What brings forth light? What brings forth light? It is life. Okay? Without life, there is no light. Okay? So you need to comprehend that. Okay? Without life, there is no life. Let's make that clear. Life is what creates life. And life comes out of blackness. Blackness exists, create the earth, and the earth and the waters. This creator that create the earth, create life, which is the manifestation of man. And it is the woman. This woman within the blackness that have life within her created the first light to say as a bioluminescent light. And to show you that you may comprehend life create light. Okay? Let me share something which is you comprehend. To date, this is 2026. Okay? To date, if you choose to go into the deepest of depths, okay, into the deepest of depths, into the highest of heights, and you find life there, where the sun cannot penetrate. There is no light of the sun as you know it. The deepest of depths, and you find life there. This light, this life that is in the deepest of depths produce its own lights. And that light is called the bioluminescent light, showing you that in blackness, where life dwells, that that life will create its own light. Okay? So, the sun, as you and talk about light, create light, create dark. Now, the bioluminescent light appears because life is in the blackness. Okay? And that's where light comes from. Light comes from life. Do we comprehend? Let me say it again to you so you comprehend. I just showed you, I just demonstrate to you with proof, substantial evidence that is still on today in this lifetime. There are spaces, there are depths that exist today that the sun cannot penetrate. And it's only blackness. And guess what? Within this blackness, life exists. And because this life exists, you know what happened? That life create light itself, showing you proof that when man was in the blackness, there was the light of that world. Okay? There was the light of that world. Man itself was the light of that world. Okay? This is why your religious books teach you that the sun did not come until way after man was upon this earth. Okay? Your Bible teach you that. Your Quran teach you that. All your religious books teach you that guess what? The sun came after man was upon this earth. Why? Because man, where there is life, light is created. Okay? Light did not come before life. But what? Life came before light. This is why I said to you, you are in the book of blackness. Okay? You are in the book of blackness. Okay? Because you're in the book of blackness. Blackness is not something you have to be fearful of. Blackness is not about skin color, but blackness is where all life dwells, where everything dwells. Remember that. What you want to ask me? D? What you want to ask me? You just did not have skin color. Then why they paint the painting as a white man? Why did they paint the painting as a white man? Why every picture demonstrate that he is white? Why? If it was not about skin color. It is about skin color when it comes to religion. Okay, it was about skin color. And it's always been about skin color. It's nothing else to it. Okay? That's what they preach and that's what they teach. They teach skin color. They teach that white skin color. It's more, it's the chosen people that teach that. This is what they teach. But I said to you that when it comes to blackness, blackness don't deal with skin color because blackness never started with skin color. Okay? Blackness starts from within. Darkness starts from existence itself. See, when you comprehend it's simple things. When you comprehend that blackness is existence itself, this simple thing, blackness is existence itself. And blackness truly manifests itself within man. Blackness is where life starts. You see, if you look at a tree, when a tree starts to grow, where it starts from, blackness, in blackness, in the deepest, in the depths of the depths. What grows first about a tree? The roots. And the root penetrate deep down before it comes up as the light. You see, it does not go upward until it goes deep down. Okay? The blackness it grows into before it becomes. All life starts in blackness. It starts there. It is there. Okay? It's all about the inward man. My inward, your inward man is black too. The creator that dwells in me is blackness. When I receive consciousness, any man that receives consciousness, any man, I don't care who you are and what you are, any man that receives consciousness, that man first encounter of consciousness, true consciousness is blackness. When you first receive consciousness and you, before you open your physical eye, the first thing you see is blackness. Blackness is in every man. Blackness are in every man. Now, this blackness is what gave you the consciousness. This blackness, it is that which exists when nothing else exists. But the issue is this: you abandon this blackness every single day and moment, denying the true self. Blackness truly dwells within. Do you not know this blackness is the true feminine? Do you not know that? It is the Creator. It is the image of the Creator. And this is what it is. It's not skin color on the outside, but it's the manifestation of the Creator on the inside of you as a person. He's not talking about Jesus having skin color either. That's right. I'm not speaking about Jesus having no skin color. Jesus having skin color. Jesus is not my issue. I'm not speaking about Jesus. Jesus is not what I'm talking about. I'm speaking about existence itself. Okay? Jesus is not existent. Jesus was created. I'm a product of my environment. Okay? You're a product of your environment. That's normal. Jesus was not white. He was. Listen, I'm not here to debate about if Jesus was white or Jesus was whatever. I'm not here for that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to make clear to you that you are in the Book of Blackness. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to debate about Jesus. Just not my issue. Okay? That's not my issue. Because Jesus for me is Satan itself. Okay? Your Bible teaches that Jesus is Satan itself. Okay? That's what your Bible teach. So whether it was white or whether it was brown skin, it doesn't matter to me. I will never worship Jesus. Jesus don't mean nothing to me. Jesus is an enslaver. It enslave and endorse slavery. This is what it does. Okay? Okay. I have no problem with that. Like you say, you're not offended. You're not offended, but also do not accept. Okay? All what I said, I'm very, very clear with what I said. For me, for me, in what I know, number one, when it comes to Jesus, because of what I know, knowing that the slave ship that brought the slaves from the west coast of Africa, name was Jesus. And there, that slave ship was used as to say they are the saviors of the people. Okay? And this Jesus, the slave ship, represented. And this Jesus, that was. It's a shame to know when this name Jesus was created. It was created in 1452. This when it was created. Please. Okay? Why would you create a name Jesus and put it in a book after 1452? Okay? And this so-called Jesus was supposed to born and exist say 3,000 years ago. Make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. In 1452, the J was created and formed. Okay? And you named and created the name Jesus. And I know that the slave ship, okay, the slave ship that brought all majority of the slave from the west coast of Africa, they, that name was Jesus. And in 1452, okay, they created the J and named this name Jesus, and then put it in the Bible upon a man that was named two, say 3,000 years ago, you would say, because how long I keep hearing 2,000? So by now it's 3,000 years. You see it? Okay, okay. By now it's 3,000 years. So for you as a person, I'm talking about Jesus. Jesus is not my issue, please. Okay? For me, he doesn't exist. For me personally, he doesn't exist. Okay? For me personally, he doesn't exist. Because if you look at everything, let me share something with you. When you look and examine everything, even to the narrative, even to the narrative of what he been through, okay, you can tell that it is the narrative of the woman. Okay? If you look at his story, when he talk about he suffered, he bled, okay, and he laid his life down for you. It is the narrative of the birth of a woman. You want me to go through it for you? Listen to me. You got to comprehend that this story was taken from the narrative of the birth of the woman. Okay? When a woman gives birth, this is where this narrative came from. This is why it is called born again. Okay? It is not truth. Okay? It was all about keeping the woman down. These stories was all about keeping the woman down. And to what? Keep blackness down. This is why they speak about blackness in the manner they speak about blackness. This is why they speak about the woman in the way they speak about the woman. Now, what they have done, they have replaced the woman birth and tell you a man can give birth. Male, that's what they're saying. That's all they're saying. They use Jesus as an illustration to promote, I don't even want to say it, their gay stuff. Okay? The one who said male can give birth. Let's be real. Okay? Sometimes I don't like to go there with stuff because I'm not here for that. Okay? I am not here to speak about your Jesus. Okay? But Jesus is not real. Okay? Okay? Jesus is not real. It is a made up story. It's just like a movie and, you know, a narrative that is continuing to repeat itself. But he trying to play the part of a woman giving birth. That's it. And to keep the woman down, to oppress the woman, to suppress blackness. This is what religion is all about. Now I come and I speak to you the truth. And the truth is this, that blackness, it is the true image of the Creator. That blackness is the only thing that exists everywhere at the same time, which they say their God is omnipresent. They are saying that blackness does not exist everywhere at the same time. But that is not truth. We know blackness exists everywhere at the same time. And blackness is the only thing that exists everywhere at the same time. You know? But you need to know you are not in the book of life, but you are in the book of blackness. Because life comes within the book of blackness. When you comprehend you're walking in eternity, which is blackness, and life is in eternity, that is produced by the blackness, then you will comprehend, okay? You're in it. When you comprehend truly and honestly that this narrative about Jesus, it's all about the narrative of the birth of the woman. When you comprehend these simple things, you will know Jesus is not real. It's a made up story. It's a narrative that is pushed and make you believe that these things are real. They're not real. Okay? Male does not give birth. Okay? So they create a story about the reproduction system of the woman and how she go through, and it's the narrative. You see, the pain and suffering, and how she go through, and how her flesh was torn, and how blood and water came out, and then she give birth. It's the same narrative they wrote in the book. You need to see it. Why do I look so high? Because I have not been asleep all day. I've been up all day. Okay? And I decided I would come on live before I go to bed because I was doing something. Let me say something to you. I does not smoke. I does not drink alcohol. I am normal as can be. Let me tell you that. I don't intervene in the world system to say their foods, their alcohol, their design to control the mind. My mind is free. I am a creator because the creator dwells within me. What else you want to know? Okay? The creator dwells within me. Even so, the creator should by now dwells in you. How can darkness? I don't speak about darkness. I speak about blackness. So if you're going to ask me a question, ask me about blackness. Darkness, I don't respond to darkness. Darkness is darkness. It's blackness and some form of elements that was created and are created for it to be darkness. Darkness does not exist on its own. It takes elements, it takes things that are created already for darkness to even be what it ought to be. So let's talk about blackness. Blackness is existent. You all love to talk about darkness, but you all refuse to accept blackness as what it is. Okay? Blackness is what it is. Not darkness. Blackness is what it is. Not darkness. Okay? Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Blackness is what it is, not darkness. Okay? Darkness comes from all the elements together, combining with the blackness. And that's where darkness comes. Okay? not, okay? So let's be clear. I am not talking about darkness. I am speaking specifically about blackness because I know that blackness is true existent. I know that. This is not something that no man can deny. You say, no, that wrong. Okay, then tell me. If it's wrong, then tell me. Tell me what it is. You see, we that walk in a duality mindset love to talk about wrong and right. But guess what? If I know something, I tell you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. I know that darkness does not exist by itself. It takes more than one element for darkness to be what it is. Okay? But it takes nothing but itself, an existent, which is blackness. Okay? So tell me what it is. Okay? Hi there. I'm in go India. You I will always be amazing because the creator that dwells within me is the most amazing thing. I know the creator. I know the creator. No, it's not the same. Blackness and darkness is not the same. You know better than that. You're gonna be alright. I don't smoke, my people. Let's make it clear. I don't smoke. I am not part of your world system. So don't put me in your mindset of smoke. I don't smoke. Smoking is not a part of me. Okay? That's not original. That's following people. I don't follow people. I'm a creator. Okay? I don't smoke. Remember that. You know, how can a man make sense to a man that have no sense? Eh? How can a man make sense to a man that have no sense? If you were indoctrinated all your life, you want somebody to come and agree with your foolishness. And I refuse to accept your foolishness. I refuse to accept your indoctrination. I speak truth. Okay, you have no sense. So what you talking about sense? What sense you have? Eh? What sense you have? You have no sense. But come back to what I'm saying, and let's be clear that every man, no matter who you are, no matter what you are, you cannot go outside of the blackness. The Book of Blackness, it exists and you are in it. You could talk all you want to talk and say what you want to say. The Book of Blackness, you are in it. That's where you are. That's where you are. Hi. Yes. What about the book? What about blackness? What about the blackness around the stars? The blackness around the stars. What about the blackness around the stars? Is anything, the stars is not in. What about the blackness around the stars? Blackness is the deepest. Blackness is the highest. Okay? This is what it is. So, when you're speaking about the blackness around the stars, blackness is still deeper than any star. There is no place. Understand? This is what you all need to realize. Blackness is way deeper. Do you know, when I hear them speak, these fake scientists, and they speak, they talk about that it's surpassing in blackness, that there is no stars. Stars don't even exist. You comprehend? They don't even exist. Okay? Surpass that when they try to reach back, there's no star even present. How deep the blackness is, how wide the blackness is. Do we comprehend? We are in the blackness. You cannot run from it. It is everywhere. Okay? It is everywhere. You're in the book of blackness. You can't get out of it. What about are your eyes open? No, they are not open. My eyes are not open. My eyes are closed. Can't you see? No, I'm not Rasta. Because I'm not religious. Okay, I'm not Rasta, I'm not religious. Rasta represent Rastafari. It doesn't represent no religion. It doesn't represent I walk as an original man. A man that comprehend that the first man upon this earth never had a comb, never had a scissors, but the hair continued to grow. And this is what I represent, the original man. That man that comprehend that blackness is the image of the Creator. That's what I know. That man that know that blackness truly dwells within him. Because the original man was in the presence of the Creator. And that presence of the Creator was blackness. He was under the cloud, the shadow of the Creator. And that was blackness. So I go on the way, all the way onto the original man. And this is who and what I am. Okay, I am not Rasta. Let's make that clear. Okay? I am not Rasta. It's me. I am um explain to me the book of blackness. The explanation of the book of blackness is very simple. That we are in it. We are in the book of blackness. Everything that you see to date are literally in the book of blackness. See, when you comprehend that there is only one book, there's only one book, and everything dwells within it. Every layer, every pages dwells within it. But the ultimate, it is that which is called the book of blackness. Now, when you comprehend that this book, which is the blackness, and everything holds in it, everything dwells in it, nothing escapes it. Okay? We write as we live our life in this book. You see, life comes from this blackness, which is the book of blackness. Life is expressed in the book of blackness. Okay? This is what the book of blackness is. Everything else comes because the book of blackness creates it. That which started and created the book of blackness is what maintain all of this. Okay? This blackness exists and it's everywhere. And this is what I'm saying about the book of blackness. Okay? You say black is a color. Does not mean the absence of light. That's correct. Listen here. And let me share something with you. They said to you that black, as to say in the Black Law Dictionary, and they speak about it, it's the absence of light. Black is the absence of light. If you have any kind of mind, any way of thinking and reasoning, you will ask yourself, if black, which is black, see it, you're saying that it's the absence of light. When you comprehend existent, when you truly comprehend existent itself and know what was created and how it was created, which is blackness, and everything was created within it. When you comprehend that the earth was created, and within the earth, waters was also created within the earth and formed. Now, this blackness that create the earth hovers over the waters. You see it? Now, this blackness that have the intelligence to create this blackness perceive the image of itself because the blackness hovers over the waters. You see it? This blackness hovering over the waters, it creates an image. And if an image is perceived, that image become what? The light. Okay? So when you comprehend, it cannot be absent of light because blackness itself is the light. The true light is blackness. It is the light which is first. Okay? So when they are saying that blackness is the absence of light, to tell you blackness is the absence of the sun, but the sun came way after that things was created and formed. Okay? Where is the book of blackness? Where is the book of blackness? We are in it. Now, if you try to ask me the book of blackness to say that the book that I written to declare the book of blackness, you are in it, to show you that you are literally in the book of blackness, the book that was written and was inspired by the book of blackness. You can check it out at Amazon. You can send me a DM and ask for the book of blackness. I have no problem with that. Stoned much. Okay? If I can see you, you are not in blackness. Blackness is not what I am in. Blackness is in me. Okay? This is what it's about. It's upon the inward man. It's not the outside of a man, but it's on the inward man. The true black man dwells within every man that accept the true black man. Comprehend? The true black man are revealed through visions or dreams. That's what the true black man. So you look at me, I am a black man. Why? Because the black man truly dwells within me. And that is the image of the Creator. That is the Creator. How I am in blackness if I cannot see. You said, how am, am I in blackness if I can see? How How am I in blackness if I can see? If you can see, if you can see, who we are talking about? You, or you're talking about the Creator itself? Because the Creator itself perceived itself and saw itself as it created the waters, and it was blackness. Okay? Do you not know that once life is in blackness, it will create its own light to see? It will see. Do you not know that? Um, no, I'm not Rasta. I have no religion. I don't deal with religion. No. The Creator did not create no razor, no comb, none of that. Man did that. Man created that. Okay? As man evolved, as man became, man created that, not the Creator itself. No, the Creator didn't create the world. Let's make it clear. The Creator didn't create the world. The Creator created the earth, and man created worlds in worlds. Okay? Worlds are mindsets that man create. Okay? Worlds are mindsets that man creates. Okay? So I can create my own world. You can create your own world. Okay? That's what man have done. Man have created worlds in world. The world that you walk in is the duality mindset world. That's what you walk in. You walk in the concept of the duality mindset. You walk in the concept of emotions, unstableness. That's the concept, that's the world that you are walking in. Okay? Now the earth, the creator created, not the world. Man create worlds. I'm already rich. Okay? I'm already have everything I need. I have everything I need. Everything I need, I got it. I lack nothing. There's nothing I lack. Oh, it's a life. Mhm. It's okay. God is not. Say God is not real. Justin sounds not faith. It's all good. Appreciate your help. I appreciate you. Um, Well, you're asking me that question. You said, are you asking somebody else that question? You said, if there is God, why I need to pray every day? He will judge me by my deeds, not how I pray to Him. You talking to me or you talking to them? Which one you doing? That's what I want to know. I just want you to know your question is to them or to me. Because for sure, I never encourage no man to pray. If you read the Book of Blackness, it's clear in the Book of Blackness. I don't worship nothing, I don't pray. Okay, I don't plead and beg no God. And I encourage no man to plead and beg no God. Understand? I encourage every man to come to the realization that they are creators. And because they come to the realization that they are creators, they need to practice and be creators of solution to issues that are at hand. Differently, I have no reason to encourage no man to pray and waste time pleading and begging a God that is a jealous God, a God that is the destroyer of the earth. I would never encourage no man to do that. So you're telling me, so if I put you in a black space, you're saying that you can't see blackness. You're all just pure liars, you hear? That's what you all are, pure liars. And this is why the truth will never manifest itself within you, because you as a person will sit and know that blackness truly exists. It's there. And this is what I'm saying. I'm saying to you very simply, blackness, you walk in. Blackness exists. Blackness is eternity itself. Nothing dwells out of it. And that is the Book of Blackness. Blackness is the outer part of the outer cover of everything that goes on within the book. And this is what I'm saying. And this is what you need to realize. You know? You know? You know? Say who I am. I don't what words of wisdom I have for you. I speak a lot of words. If you haven't heard them, guess what? You will never hear them. You say, what words of wisdom you have for me? I speak many words of wisdom unto you, but you never hear. Hear, hear, perceive for yourself. That's what you do. Said spiritualize. You could be alright. All I'm saying to you is very simple, and I made it very clear that blackness is the image of the Creator, and you that have the manifestation of the Creator within you. Remember, everything is within you, and it comes within you, and this Creator manifests itself within you. Remember, you was not here first, but that which create the earth was here first, and you can come within it. Now, even so, this Creator manifests itself within you as an individual, and it is blackness. And this blackness you are walking in, this is the book of life. You must walk in it, for you were created to be free. And how can you be free? And that is to be a creator of solution to issues with no intent to harm no man. Because the moment your intent is to harm any man or harm any man, then you'll be judged by the laws of men. And as you are judged by the laws of men, your judgment will be swift. And your judgment will be now. Okay? That's what judgment would be. And you need to realize that's what it would be. Okay? So let us be what we are to be and know that the Creator truly exists and truly is the Creator. Flow. It's the eyes of the above. Yes, I'm above. I'm way above. Hi there. I am way above. The Creator dwells within. Flow. Hi. And I truly appreciate you all. And I appreciate everything that you have done. Make sure you comprehend the Book of Blackness. Because we are all in it. And don't be fooled by religion. Don't allow religion to continue to enslave and oppress us in the way we don't want to be oppressed. Don't volunteer to be a slave to no man. You know, the moment you accept religion, you accept being a slave. You know, until you comprehend these things and teach your children these things, that they are creators, then you will know and see the fullness of them as they do what they're supposed to do. Let no man deceive you. You've been taught for so long. Now by now you should know that the Creator truly exists and the image of the Creator is truly blackness. It's truly blackness. It's nothing else to it. But I'm going to rest myself tomorrow, which is today. I will come on live again and we'll speak about life itself. Walk in wholeness, Remember, blackness is the image of the Creator, and you are walking in the book of blackness. You see, life expresses itself within the book of blackness. It's about the book of blackness, oneness, wholeness, and that's what I'm saying to you, the people. Let's walk in wholeness. Wholeness comes because of the manifestation of the Creator within you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the channel. Make sure that you share. Take down the video, download it, copy it, whatever you want to do with it, and actually clips and share little clips of what was said. You know, let's continue to do what we do. Let's continue to do what we do. Wholeness, oneness. Don't forget the Book of Blackness. And remember, if you need any kind of like t-shirt and stuff like that, tomorrow we're gonna speak about I am a creator. You know, you're a creator, and if you want any kind of t-shirts that saying that remind you that you are a creator, because every man talking about being a god, but the truth, you don't want to be like a god as the express god, these gods to be, which is jealous, destroyers of the earth, destroyers of mankind. This is what these gods does. How sad that is to worship a God that destroys the earth, to worship a God that that are envious and jealous. I don't want to be like that God. So please, I do not want to be like that God. Okay, I do not want to be like that God. Just be what you ought to be, which is to walk in wholeness and know that God truly, know that the Creator truly exists and the image of it is blackness. Walk in wholeness, my people. Walk in wholeness.